Good afternoon from the National Service of the Liberia Broadcasting System. This is ELBC Newsline, 30 minutes of the most trending news from across Liberia and other parts of our one world. It's Tuesday, the 14th day of November 2023. My name is Zokwe Beslekonen, your presenter. In the headlines, National Elections Commission dismisses allegation over pre-marked ballot papers in Lofa County.
Those rumors or allegations that they were seeing soft ballots and pre-marked ballots are false and misleading. The people who are talking, they think they are lying on the Elections Commission.
Former Nigerian President Goodluck Jonathan expresses confidence in National Elections Commission to conduct free, fair, and credible elections. Former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf calls on Liberians to conduct themselves peacefully as they exercise their political franchise. Away from home, South African Police Service arrests 3 men accused of sexually abusing 3 children and a dog. These stories, plus many more developments, are all packaged into this edition of the program ELBC Newsline. We now take the news bulletin. President George Weah is urging citizens to turn out and exercise their fundamental duty to the country and its people. President Weah said participating in the election is a signal of citizens' willingness to uphold the tenets of democracy and foster development. The Liberian leader spoke Tuesday in an interview with reporters after casting his vote at the Kendeja Elementary School in Painesville.
We finished voting. We see a lot of people online, and we just hope that they can exercise their franchise to elect the president. But I'm happy that the place is calm and everybody voting. There's no tension. That's the democracy.
President Weah has lauded Liberians for maintaining the peace and sanity of the country over the years. National Elections Commission has dismissed allegation over pre-marked ballot papers in Lofa County. On Mondays, rumors surfaced on social media about discovery of stuffed ballots in Lofa County, sparking citizens and stakeholders' concerns. But NEC chairperson David Eto Brown Lasana told ELBC Tuesday the claims are false and misleading. Madam Lasana said with the processes put in place in the presence of thousands of observers, there is no possibility of such happening.
So nobody at the Elections Commission has stuffed ballots. Nobody at the Elections Commission has marked any ballot before the time. No, it has not happened, and the news out there is false, is misleading.
The NEC boss reassured Liberians about the protection of their votes, noting that they have unnecessary measures in place to ensure transparency and credibility of the presidential runoff. The international community in Liberia has termed the country's peaceful electoral process as a beacon of hope on the African continent. The international community, comprising European Union, Parliament, European Union Observer Mission, United Nations representative to ECOWAS and the Sahel, amongst others, made the statement during a meeting with President Weah on Monday. During the meeting, the EU head of Parliament and delegation, Leopoldo Lopez Gil, hailed the Liberian leader and people for observing peaceful, credible, and transparent elections on October 10. The international community lauded the National Elections Commission for justifying the confidence reposed in it by conducting peaceful, fair, and inclusive electoral process. In remarks, the Special Representative of the United Nations Secretary General for West Africa and the Sahel, Leonardo Santos Simao, described the October polls as peaceful and inclusive. Dr. Simao said Liberia is ready to lead the continent in terms of upholding democracy and peace. He called on political actors to respect and adhere to the Farmington Declaration. The ECOWAS Observer Mission thanked the government for promoting peace and democracy in the region. In separate remarks, President Weah welcomed the delegations to Liberia once more and reaffirmed his commitment to upholding the tenets of democracy as he had done throughout the past 6 years. Former Nigerian President Goodluck Jonathan has expressed confidence in the National Elections Commission's ability to conduct free, fair, and credible runoff election. Mr. Jonathan said NEC performed well in the October 10 polls amid some challenges. He also commended all Liberians for the peaceful participation in the first round of elections.
This one that's just two candidates, and they have also told us that they have looked on some of the areas where they have issues. They have tried to. So I believe that this election will come out better than even the first one.
Mr. Jonathan called on Liberians to maintain the peace and be law-abiding during the electoral process. Former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf is calling on Liberians to conduct themselves peacefully as they exercise their political franchise. Madam Sirleaf wants citizens continue to protect the peace and security of the country amid political differences. The former Liberian leader said it is incumbent upon Liberians to make the right choice to protect their future and for the betterment of the country. According to our reporter, Madam Sirleaf made the remarks Tuesday after she cast her ballot in Montserrat Electoral District 10. And ECOWAS Commission President Dr. Umar Toure is urging national stakeholders and political parties to preserve the peace and stability of Liberia. Dr. Toure called on candidates, political alliances, and supporters to cultivate the spirit of national unity, peace, and stability and uphold the revised Farmington River Declaration. In a special statement released on the eve of the presidential runoff election, the ECOWAS Commission President encouraged the security forces to maintain professionalism in the discharge of their duties. Dr. Toure pledged ECOWAS' commitment to continue ensuring that the outcome of the election is accepted by or in conformity with national, regional, and international standards. We now bring you our first development. President George Weah has joined thousands of Liberians to cast his vote in the second round of election. President Weah noted the peaceful conduct of the elections is paramount to strengthening the country's democratic credentials. The Liberian leader spoke in an interview with reporters after casting his vote at the Kenija Elementary School in Painesville.
We finished voting. We see a lot of people online, and we just hope that they can exercise their franchise to elect the president.